now.
Oh,
I've played on a simulator that's an RAF base that for flying Chinooks.
it ain't got 4 wheels though, has it, mate?
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Twisted Coil live on a Saturday night, and you've got two guys dick swinging on simulators. How about that for a start?
We did say simulators, not stimulators.
Hey. Oh, bugger. So, how are we doing out there, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, a minute, that's me.
Now we've had our Tony and the bodyguard down there, sort of like comparing
That's better.
simulation or stimulation. Either way
Stimulation, yeah.
I quite like a bit of stimulation.
Keep it clean. Oh, Mr. Lawson's in the comments. How we doing, Mick? I did answer you. Email address is in my channel description. Drop me an email and we'll get sorted. Sorry. So, where is Big George?
Yeah, I don't know what he's up to.
Fucking Cockwomble told me this morning after he spent 10 minutes taking the piss out of me. I'll be on tonight, don't you panic.
Yeah.
That was the worst Scottish accent I've ever heard.
You might be running late.
Don't get me started on the Scots. That's all I'm saying. So, talking about the Cockwomble, you went up and saw his pond today, didn't you? How did you find it?
I sat now.
I was I expected Google Maps or something like that. Not well, did you like his pond?
Yeah, I did, yeah, his pond's neat. It looks bigger on video than what it does in real life. But yeah, it's a nice deep pond. Some nice small fish in it. He's a sag, he's lovely. Yeah, he's got a nice wee setup going. A few more fish to get put in it yet. He's still got another couple to come.
I know.
We'll buy another 1 or 2 before starting of next season. But
I know.
He's doing really well for only been in the hobby for a year. So yeah, good things to come from George, I think.
Yeah,
he's got guests at his house.
Even more so since he fucking swift-handed me under the table from my fucking Tancho Matsukawabaki.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he get it? Did he get it then?
He fucking did.
I left that behind.
I know. Tell the lesser spotted one this. I was stood there Wednesday and I'm going, where's Tancho Matsukawabaki gone? It's like, in the salt pond, George is having it. I was like, what do you fucking mean George is having it? Well, George has already paid for it. I was like, fucking Cockwomble.
I was stood over that, and the only reason I didn't take it was because you said you wanted it.
No, Tone. No.
Oh, dear.
I've had a voice note sent to him. I think I offended him. I'm not playing it though.
Oh, you offended George? Oh, go on.
I'll say how PC it
is. I bet he sat there with guests with an earpiece in going, that fucking bastard up. Oh.
Yeah, he's basically put this. It wasn't offence to me, it was winding you up, Vince. He's got a question for the panel.
Yes.
Ask him about the Tancho.
He's saying, ask him about the Tancho Matsukawabaki. Is it?
Ask him about the Tancho Matsukawabaki.
What is he doing while he's...
I was going to say, fuck me. Give that man an oxygen bottle because he fucking sounds knackered. Jesus Christ, what sort of guests are you entertaining, George? This is going downhill. We've only 5 minutes in.
Speaking of George's pond, did you see that fish that he'd won on that competition, Alex?
What one was that, Aaron?
It was like a 3-step Kahaku Sankey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice, isn't it? I mean, to win any fish is all right, isn't it? But it's a nice fish that he won there.
It was, yeah. Yeah, he's got a good few nice fish in there. I think he's going to do well putting them in the back next season.
Good. I'd like to, that a saggy's from his dad's growing, isn't it?
I'm not sure where you got it from.
Yeah, I think his dad, if I remember rightly, his dad had 5 and let him have one.
Right. He's
done
got
real well with it.
I think it looks quite nice. Yeah, it's a nice Asagi. It looks really nice from the top. Not so good from the side, but it looks good from the top.
But
But,
they are only supposed to be viewed from above.
yes, I agree with you, Vince.
So if you've got a shimmy round the bottom that you can only see.
Well,
from
that's the thing.
window,
It doesn't have any shimmies on it at all. It's nice and clean, but it's got a bit of a patch on the side. So I'm hoping it's going to come in spring next year. See if it cleans up a little bit. But that is a nice fish.
Hang on.
Does George know
bugger.
that besides thinking of you, Vince, the only reason I didn't take that Tancho Matsubaki, no, I never say that. Anyway, it's that Benny Spot's going to disappear.
Well, now. Hi, hang on, I've just got to address this one. Hi, Vince and panel and chat, listening while ploughing on driveway. Can we have some clarification what Christine is ploughing?
Is it a snow plough?
Quite possibly.
See, I've seen a picture of Christine's. Well, no, she sent me her address to send a mug to, and you know when it was just like an area rather than an address, like the was it like a longitude and latitude on a road? That's how vast it is over there. And when I looked on Google Maps, I was like, my God, our house is like as big as my village, land-wise. So I can imagine that if she's got snow, she's going to have to plough a drive.
I got her answer what Michael's just said on there. Yeah, Michael, in all honesty, I did go to my first meeting last week and I was meant to have stood up and say, I am Tony and I'm a Koyaholic. I just couldn't do it.
Mate. Well, I'll tell you what, I think you are actually beating me for the amount of fish.
No.
Yeah. Don't forget, Steve took a load the other day.
Yeah, my name's Steve and I'm addicted to koi.
I could help you with that, Steve-O.
Yes, you could. Yeah, you could.
I could empty half your pond.
I bet I've got the least number of koi on this panel by a country mile.
Yeah.
I've only got 28.
And the rest.
No, just 28. That's all I've got at the moment. I've still got 2 to come, mind you. But 28 at the moment as it stands.
But anyway, I got all upset over the Tancho Matsukawabaki. And then later on in the day, while I'm stood there looking over the pond that the Tancho Matsukawabaki came out of, and I'm looking at this fish and I'm looking at it and I keep thinking, that's fucking weird. Rick, what's that? Now Rick turns around and says, that's Matsukawabaki. And I just looked at Rick and I goes, that looks like no Matsukawabaki I know of. And he's gone, well, that's just shit, sue me. And then later on in the evening, after the video had dropped, Mr. Tate then questioned in the comments, is it Matsu Kawabaki or is it Sumi hang on a minute, I'll get it right in a second. Sumi Nagashi, which is another type of Matsu Kawabaki. Aaron, if I send you a picture, can you put it up on the screen?
Yeah.
That's even better.
Was that the one that was in the pond that looked a bit spotty?
Yeah. Right, on its way to you now. Now, these pictures were actually forwarded to me from Alan Tate of what a Sumi Nagashi looks like. And Sumi Nagashi is also a form of artwork that is done in Japan, done with inks and water. Have you got it, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm just finding it. Yeah.
Now, I have done a little bit of research into it, and it is an actual classification. And I think they look really good. And Susan's in the translated to English, Vince, a shit Matsu Kawabaki. Well, that was what Rick was trying to say. But after looking at some of the pictures I've seen during my investigations and with the ones that Mr. Tate have sent me, I think they look cracking. Now that is a Sumi Nagashi. Now,
Wow.
I think that is mental.
Do we have a picture of the one from Rick's Pond?
I've got a video clip
Send me the
from.
video. I'll try and get a still out of it.
Big George. I saw him. It's gone again.
He came and he went.
And he's back.
All right, mate.
How we
Just a
doing?
quick one. I'm just picking Eva up for work.
So, are you having it delivered or are you having it overwintered?
It's been kept until March.
Oh, it might still be able to disappear then.
Yeah. Oh, it was stuck behind the filter.
No, when I first seen it, I think it was harvest the week after Koituberfest, Vince, if I'm correct.
Yep, it was.
And literally that night, I texted him and asked him about it. Literally, and that was him just getting back to me after I had asked again about it.
It's going to be like, well, I say it's going to be one of those. It is one of those. We genuinely do not know what it's going to do when it goes into a different body of water.
It's a proper gamble, that, isn't it?
It's the same as any fish, but you don't know what they're going to do when they go into water. So,
have you got the video of this, Vince?
Yeah, it's just coming across to you. It's just taking
nice.
a little bit of time.
I see
Of a video clip.
I seen what you mean, Vince, when you said Tancho Sankey had a couple of Benny spots down the side, down its flank.
Yeah.
Because he sent me that in the video as well. So.
But if you're looking at it from above, it's not really an issue.
See, the Sumi on its head looked quite powerful to me, and it looked as if it might have come up and you'd have lost the Benny spot underneath the Sumi.
I mean,
Mm.
in all honesty, when you actually look at it in the flesh, you have to really study it to see the full spot. But this is what Rick's saying. This is where it becomes a real gamble, because it could hit George's pond with George's water and go completely black and stay completely, or it could go the other way and come back and draw back and then show the spot, and then the more of the spot you actually see, the better it becomes as a tancho. But at the moment, it's a real gamble. It is a gamble. But
I was just looking for something a bit different for the koi show up here. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
So-
definitely.
Yeah, it'll probably turn out tartan.
I think you're right, Tony.
Yeah, probably be tartan. It's that Lomond water, you know.
Just watch, Tony Alec. You'll try and buy one of your fish.
Mate, you've done well with them here at Surrey's and them Shiros from Koi Tuber Fest.
Oh, me.
You,
Me? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, they're growing all right, aren't they?
yeah, you've done well with them.
Yeah, they got some good patterns on them too.
Yes, Susan, it's also almost like a Sumi Kanoko.
That's me home. M3 was a nightmare.
Sorry, Aaron just priming it up.
Yeah, they're doing all right, Vince. I'm quite surprised at how quickly they're growing, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, mate, you've done well with them. I mean, I've got to get a couple out of the long block tank for Rick to see, but
Where's George gone?
I was having a look through them with Steve earlier on today, and the reds in the long block tank are looking absolutely fucking amazing, and I really did put it down to those Haiger lights.
Yeah. I haven't got any of the full spectrum lights anymore. They went wrong too quick, and it was a bit expensive to replace. So all I've got is some LED floodlights over mine, but they are daylight lamps. To me,
Yeah.
daylight is full spectrum, you know, as far as I'm concerned, and it does help them without a doubt.
How was that for you? Both pictures on at the same time.
Mate,
Look at that.
that's awesome. But now I can see where Alan is coming from, because when you put that against any of the other Matsukawa Bakis from that spawning, and that is the only one that is completely different.
If you look at that though, like especially the one on the right there, only the front half of the scale is black, and that's the same with this look. When you look through here, the majority of that is only the front half of the scale along there.
Mm-hmm.
Same as that. So that's why Alan takes a boss, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that is true, and that is why many people defer to his knowledge. And yeah, and I've got fucking homework from him now.
He's a sweetie.
Yeah, were they wine gums? I'm rather
Talk
partial
about
to
putting her
wine
on the spot, you mean fucker.
That's all right. Vince, did Rick no crossing with Shiros? Was it last year or this year?
Well, you'll find that I'm sure Rick was saying that the Matsukawa Baki line at the moment is about 70% Shiro Atsuri. which is why he tends to get a more stable pattern on his Komomra and his Matsukawabakis. Some do change, but some form a pattern, and that's sort of pretty much how they stay. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is attributed to the Shiro Atsuri in the bloodline. Now, I'm sure if he was to put that back to another Matsukawabaki from maybe a different line, that ratio would change. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I say it'll be interesting to see what it does when it comes up here. So
Sorry, it's Susan saying, speaking of Haiger, I found today that one of my Haiger heaters wasn't showing proper temperature. Lucky had a spare. It was reading 17. It was actually 13. Oh, bummer, Susan.
Susan, I've had loads of Haiger heaters, and every single one of them's gone wrong. So
That's
I'm not a fan of them. Is there anybody from Haiger watching? I'm not a fan.
right, guys,
Any-
I'll disappear. I need to start driving, so I'll continue watching later on. All right.
Right. I'll pick you back up when you get home.
Says
George, your
later.
beard's looking good, mate.
Only it takes a couple of months to come in.
You've groomed it very well.
You wish.
Go on, get out of here, you mad Scotsman.
See you later, pagan.
Fucking right, I know.
It's interesting though, because the Haiger heater that I've got, I think the temperature sensor in it is actually in the unit itself, so it's very close to the heater element.
Yeah.
Whereas some of the other ones have a completely separate tethered temperature reader that you can put over the other side of whatever it is you're heating.
Do you know what though? Right, there's a way of combating that though, because there's many of unit that you can get to plug the Haiger in, put it on full blast, and put the probe in the pond, so you're not relying on the inbuilt thermostat in it. You can do it like that. I think they're called
Inkbirds. I'd give him one.
Inkbird.
You what?
Inkbird do one.
An Inkbird.
Yeah, there's another one that I've used before. I use one for home brewing. So we've put a heater inside it and put it inside a fridge, and then you put that on the outside of the thermometer going in it. But that would be the way to do it. You just crank it on full blast and use that to control it via the plug outside.
Yeah. I mean, basically, it's a thermostatically controlled plug.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're controlling it from the body of water, not from the inch of water that's in the heater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I gave Steve.
Oh, he's a good egg, this one, isn't he?
Mate. Mate, if I've got it kicking around and I'm not using it, someone else can fucking take it.
I've got loads of his stuff.
Yeah, he's forever around here pinching fish out of the fucking tank and stuff.
Chatting. No wonder he's got a sim rig as good as that. He's just on the cadge.
Oh, yeah. You can get good money for the stuff that Vince gives away.
Oh, I bet he's selling it on eBay once used by a Le Twisted one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's people in the comments not liking Haiger pumps and heaters. Well, the Haiger Light is doing absolutely great guns.
Actually, that looks a good quality light, I must say, Vince. But I've had the typical Haiger aquarium light, the long one, with all the different coloured LED bulbs in it. And well, again, there's only one word for them: they're crap. But that light you got looked good, I have to say.
It is, and I tell you what, I read through a lot of the reviews before I agreed to take it on. The one thing that kept coming up in the reviews that I read, maybe they were American reviews, but they were complaining about the noise that comes from the fan that's inside it, which keeps it cool. And I mean, you can literally grab hold of it, pick it up, and move it around. It is as cool as hell to the touch, but it
Yeah, but that's
really does produce a huge amount of light.
Yeah, that's somebody though that's running it in their home, isn't it, over an aquarium, and so you hear the noise. I mean, in your filter room, as in if I was using it by my, there's far more noisier.
Here
things
we
than that
go.
going on.
My fucking filter room's not that noisy.
Yeah,
Do you know,
but
I got offered some Haiger gear to test, and I just said I'm not the right person for it because I believed a lot of the stuff that they was trying to offer me. I don't have a grow-on tank, which is massively substandard compared to the size of gear I need. But I did see one getting used, one of the rechargeable air pumps for people that was using them transporting fish to a show. That was a proper good idea. I thought that was really good. Can't remember whose van it was in the back of. It was someone at the Northeast Koi Show. I think they was using one. And it's just like an air pump that's got a battery in it that you recharge up, stick a few air stones in your vat and drive down there. So that's not bad. I just thought everything else was really focused at fish tank people.
Yeah. I would say 90% of their products are aimed at fish tank people, which is why whenever they send me a list, I'll go through it, and 9 times out of 10, there's nothing in there that I think can be used or adapted to be used for our hobby.
Some of the sump pumps maybe would be all right for moving water about from one tank to another and stuff like that. But like, I do look at it and think from the cost of a Haiger sump pump to use for something like that compared to a Machine Mart one, which will move 10 times the amount of water in half the amount of time.
Yeah,
I could do to buy one, to be fair. That I am planning on filling my pond fully up with an hose pipe meter so I know how much it uses, and then dumping a load out of it once I've PP'd it and putting the pond water from the pond into the pond.
Oh, from the swimming pool across.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
So obviously I want to fill it up so I know what my capacity is properly, sterilize the full pond, and then like guess how much I need to dump.
Shouldn't be far away now, Aaron.
It's not. There's things I want to do which will be easier without fishing it. So
when it boils down to it, he's too goddamn anal to rush it.
I've cut pipework out that I've already done because it had a red handle ball valve on it, and it was doing my head in. Even though it was getting boxed in, it was doing my head in. So I've redone it.
Come off, don't you?
They don't come off to the type that the rest of them are, though.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So just goes to show how anal he is.
Do you want to know how mad it is? So today I sold 2 ball valves for the price of 1 ball valve, 4-inch one, so they weren't cheap, just so I could have every one of them matching. People are like, you're stupid. I'm like, no, but it's doing my head in knowing. Like, it was annoying me knowing that there was in my bar that they had red handles on them.
It was annoying you.
It was annoying me.
See, I wasn't lying.
Yeah. Honestly, you think I'm daft? And
James does.
people are saying, but you're boxing it in. I said, but I'll know it's there.
I've had to take a conversation with him a couple of times, and I
just take all the handles off.
I'll give him his credit, right? Stu from Greenwood Koi puts up with a lot from me. He comes round to my house and he knows that I've got a level of how I want it to be. And when he said, "You're not cutting that ball valve off," I said, "Pass me, it's coming off now." Just holds his head in his hands.
You thought I was joking. Evening, Marcus.
Good evening.
How's life
Nope.
down in Kaizuku land? I got it right.
Yeah, well done, love.
Hey!
No, all good, mate.
He's
All
been
good, mate.
been practicing all day.
Bit of moving tanks about and stuff today to get some of the tanks in the. Now I've got the polytunnel up just to try and make use of the extra heat in there. So moving some tanks about and putting them in the warm.
Mate.
To make it easier because I've got some fish to QT coming in less than 2 weeks. I've got a load of Dionici coming in that I need QT, and so I need to get a tank ready for them.
Mate, what you want to do is another polytunnel over the top of them tanks inside.
Well,
that
they've all
polytunnel.
got polycarb covers on them anyway, so they have, as such, got polycarb over the top of the tank and then the polytunnel over the top.
We was discussing this earlier. The temperature in the ponds in the Munker tunnel
Yeah,
is just unreal now.
I think I need to cover them big in my grow on at the moment. What's in the polytunnel, which is just a big grow on. I haven't covered that yet, and I think I should. Yeah, definitely.
You're surprised how much difference it makes.
Mm.
And I mean, to the point where this week we built a shroud to go behind the air source heat pump.
Yeah, I saw you do that. Yeah.
And
My air source heat pump's in the polytunnel and vented outside. So, yeah.
Well,
evening, dude. Hope you're good.
Evening, Scrag.
The way
Evening,
that
Craig.
one at New Forest is now, though, Vince, the air source is actually taking the air directly from above the pond, and I suppose the pond is refurbishing its air from the outer polytunnel.
Well,
So-
but that's what. No, the actual the whole back side of the air source heat pump that draws it in to convert it to heat, that has been totally covered now. So the air that the air source heat pump is pulling in is the air that's above the ponds.
Yeah, above the ponds.
Yeah.
But then the ponds must be taking air from the gap between the two tunnels, if you know what I mean. So that's
No,
been sort of pre-warmed, isn't it?
the heat is coming from the water that's being pumped back into the ponds from the air source heat pump.
Yeah, but air's being sucked out. That's what I'm saying. Air's being sucked out from above these ponds.
Yeah,
So that's being
the efficiency they're getting of the air source heat pumps, Tone, the extra efficiency you get from the air source heat pump far outweighs that, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've done the same with mine.
Yeah, the efficiency you get is incredible.
I've got a big void area above my pond, which is enclosed. It's enclosed with an area, the size of the pond and about 2 meters high, and I'm taking the air out from above the pond. So when the water loses its heat into that air, it goes through the air source heat pump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the right way of doing it. It's definitely so much more efficient than trying to heat it from the cold air outside.
I know. Well, mine froze up last year. Something terrible. My air source heat pump. The whole bottom tray was solid ice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that is stumping us at the moment is you've got 3 ponds underneath that second cover in that tunnel. Now the 2 big ponds, they're joined, so they are sitting at the same temperature. Now, even though the air temperature is in the 30 degrees, the Twisted Rocket Pond is still only sitting at 12 degrees.
Is it?
We was looking at it again Friday, myself and Rick, we just can't understand it because they're in the same air. Ambient
look, the only thing it can be is the walls of the pond that aren't covered. That's all it can be.
But
they're inside the first polytunnel, aren't they?
Yeah.
But you're using that air to go through the air source heat pump to recirculate and heat the water on them first 2 ponds. So
But the air temp's the same both ends.
Yeah, I was going to say your pond isn't benefiting quite as much as it could if that air was to get warmer above the ponds.
The only thing it could be, and that is the fact that the cloverleaf bay filter that runs our pond isn't underneath the poly cover.
It's inside the polytunnel, though, isn't it?
It's still inside the polytunnel,
Yeah.
but it's not under the second cover.
I think Tony might have hit on it because it's drawing the air, and it may be that the draft that the air is being drawn in to replace the air you're pulling out with the air source heat pump. You're obviously pulling cooler air in from somewhere. It could be coming in through that end.
Can I give you a point of view of
And
this?
then it may be coming straight in from outside in the pot because that's quite close to the outside door of the polytunnel. You might be drawing, it might just be coming straight in through like that and causing a draft over your pond and cooling it.
Could be.
Possibility.
So
It's at the other end, it's opposite ends to each other. The air source heat pumps at one end drawing. It might be that you're getting the draft.
I spoke to Cy, the scientist, about putting air source heat pumps inside and why they say that you're not allowed to. Right. Obviously, because my thought was if I put it in my filter shed, it's going to be warmer air than outside and it'll do it. But he said it has the ability to pull the heat out of the water. That's why they don't do it.
Right.
Not saying that, obviously, in your guys, your inside temperature is going to be warmer than your outside temperature. So even if it does pull a certain amount out of it, but that is the reason why they don't do it. But in Vince's case, with the one at New Forest, where you've got like a vapor barrier between that and the inside, then it wouldn't have the ability to do that. But
no, they are drawing from inside the second polytunnel, aren't you? You're drawing from the actual with the water in.
You'd probably so
maybe take that off and just draw from the polytunnel.
Stu's got a question, and you can ask him what it's like with the red handle, blue handle situation because he's just joined the chat.
Do you all suffer condensation in your polytunnels? Yes, majorly. And
Open the door, give it a shake, and then wait, and then go in.
I think
the ponds that we're talking about, they're actually in a polytunnel, and we put another polytunnel over to, and the amount of condensation in that second tunnel is astronomical.
I reckon Marcus just hit on something there. If you was to allow your air source heat pump just to pull out of the main tunnel and keep the other tunnel sealed over the inner tunnel sealed over your ponds, that air would get warmer above those ponds. And it might transfer heat then to your pond, Vince. Look,
that
would be less efficient, but you wouldn't be getting the cooling effect of the air source heat pump drawing the air out.
Yeah.
It's got to have an effect, hasn't it?
I think that's what Cy was getting at. Like, it has the ability to pull it out of water, and he was saying that that if I stuck it inside, especially when it does things like your auto defrost as well. Imagine it doing an auto defrost and blowing snow inside your polytunnel. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it?
I don't think mine's got such a thing as an auto defrost.
But it will have, Tony, an air source heat pump. When it gets all ice on the back, it just turns the fan on the opposite ways around and blows it off.
Mine don't.
Some do, some don't.
Cuts out.
Well, I witnessed mine doing it for the first time about, do you know, when it was like -2 about a week ago. And I just happened to be outside cleaning the Nexus right next to it. And I literally looked like an Eskimo.
What you'll find is, though, Aaron, when we had those cold temps the other day, mine was running as it is now, air source heat pump inside the polytunnel, but with the vent blowing outside, it didn't freeze.
Yeah,
because inside the polytunnel, it's not cold enough.
But this was why we ended up putting a second tunnel over Rick's ponds, because the back of the air source heat pump was icing up so much and it was struggling to maintain 20 degrees. And yet we put the second polytunnel in and then caroled that back area drawing in from the pond, and the temperature is sitting at water temperature is sitting at a constant 27, 28 degrees.
It was short cycling when it was iced up, wasn't it? It would have been short cycling, yeah.
But now he's not getting that. So it's got to be working more efficiently.
Mine froze solid last year, and this year I've had no sign of frost on it whatsoever since I've done it through the pond.
Mm.
But the other
We've
thing
only
I
had
would
one
say
cold
is,
snap yet so far.
I know it was pretty, you know, yeah, I had stuff outside with ice on it. It was pretty cold, but what I would say is that both what Rick has got there, that air source heat pump, is identical to the one I've got. They was bought at the same time,
Mhm.
the same supplier. They're not the biggest either. They're only 5.5 kilowatt. So, you know, they do struggle a bit compared to the bigger ones, but they are cheaper to run.
What, a 4 kilowatt to a 9 kilowatt?
A 5.5 kilowatt mine is, and Rick's is, I think, there.
Yeah. Mine's 7.3. So for every 1.2 kilowatts of electric it uses, it generates 7.3.
Come on, Aaron. Surely yours is bigger than that, isn't it?
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's waving willies.
Isn't it?
The funny,
No, but
the
I was
funny
under
thing,
the assumption. So I always got told that obviously the higher the kilowatt, it would have to work less hard and it would eat it up
Yeah,
faster, so it wouldn't be on as long. So
Mhm.
if you had a 4
Absolutely.
kilowatt on a 15,000 litre pond, it'd be working its bollocks off non-stop. But you stick a 9 kilowatt on there and it might only come on for 15 minutes because the energy it uses can plough through it. So
absolutely.
I got
I
12 and 1,600 gallons, mate.
there you go. Look, Marcus has won the big swing pond, right?
It's only 'cause I had a 12
And you always get one, don't you?
a 12 kilowatt. It's only because it's what I had. It was, you know, I picked it up second hand and it was a good price. And I thought, well, it would be handy for a bigger pond another day. But it barely works.
I've probably
There was
got the biggest one on the smallest body of water, though, haven't I?
Yeah.
There was a question a bit earlier about using swimming pool heaters. I thought air source heat pumps were swimming pool heaters.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
They are. I mean, if you know what you know, there's a way of turning the Thermatex to work in a more efficient way with koi ponds because they have got a swing cycle of like 2 degrees out the box, but you can make it so it's a lot less than that. Sorry, I'm just trying to read and talk at the same time.
Yeah.
I won't like it.
Mate, it's nothing to do with rich koi keepers because this lot here will tell you I'm the least richest person going, and it was I had the opportunity and I was very lucky that my air source heat pump only cost me £160, and that was just because it needed a new circuit board and Rick was too lazy to go and search for one, so he said I could have it. And to be honest, when I used to run my heating system in the growing on tank in a long block, before then I was running, I think it was 5 aquarium heaters at full bore and rinsing through electric, and I couldn't get the temperature over 18 degrees. Now I'm paying a fuckload less electric, but I'm able to now keep my growing on tank to 26 degrees.
The part of the problem is it's not really to do with being rich either. It's what you're doing with the hobby and koi.
Yeah.
If you're happy with a pond that just goes to ambient temperature, that's great, but you'll never get your koi to the full potential that you would in a heated pond.
Well, I'm doing it at the moment.
Or at least it would take many years to.
I've got customers fishing the grow on at the moment. That's why I'm doing it, and I promised them they're going to be the size they're going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you're going to run grow-ons, you've got to be heated. Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, trying to do it through winter is a bit daft, but at the same time, it's an opportunity to get an extra batch through for me. So,
Right, we've got a question here from Susan. Question: since a pond needs to gas off, do you think all that condensation is holding the toxins that are gassed off? If so, isn't it then just dropping back into the pond? No, Susan, because it's evaporation. So the only problem you're going to get mainly is dropping in pH.
I mean, that's like distilled water,
Exactly
isn't it, really?
that. So people that do have polycarbonate covers on their ponds and continue to heat, they're the ones that need to keep an eye on their parameters, because lots of condensation going back into a pond without you checking on it can cause you to have a pH crash. And if you have a pH crash and you don't know about it, you're in a whole world of hurt.
Yeah.
So, but the gassing off of toxins, once it's gassed off and hit the air, it's gone. That's why it's gassed off, if that makes any sense. And you got Paul Windmills asking, what temperature would you keep your koi at in a grow on over winter to help growth? One, how much growth do you want?
Same
Two,
as
how
summer.
big is it?
Nothing's changed, is it?
How big is your growing on tank? And three, 24 to 26 degrees.
That's
Same-
one of them,
Same
right?
as summer. It's the peak, isn't it?
If you can afford to heat it, so cheers, mate. Thank you. Oh, cheers, Nick. If you can afford to heat it to a grow on temperature, then you don't want to be doing it in the middle of Danger Alley, do you? You just want to be straight up at growth feeding temperature. So you're either growing or you're maintaining, aren't you? You're either slinging growth food in, but if you're not at the temperatures for that, then there's
20 plus you need is a minimum.
Yeah.
But you will get better growth.
I mean,
it depends what you're trying to do. I mean, I play with temperatures a bit when I'm trying to get body on fish. You know, you can cool them down, or when you're trying to get through the colours and stuff.
Yeah.
I play with the temperatures between like 18 and 26. So it's
I run at 26, but I also allow it to go. Well, I've got no choice sometimes. I have to allow the temperature to go down when you're expecting a new fish that's got to go in there, I'm afraid, because otherwise you're going to cook them. They don't like going into cold, but equally they don't like going into hot from many degrees above what they've been used to.
Yeah.
So you have to then bring it back up slowly.
Won't it be worth you having like a hospital vat that you can put on an in-between temp, Tony?
Yeah, well, I do.
Rather than lowering your full
one of my tanks is being used actually as a combined hospital and quarantine at the moment.
Is your main pond at 26 degrees now?
No, it's at 20.
20. Jesus Christ. Santa has got a good pension, hasn't he?
He has, hasn't he? Says the man who was heating a swimming pool at 26 degrees with no cover.
Yeah, no comment on that one.
Yeah. Your company has good sick pay, doesn't it?
What do you mean sick pay? I ain't been off. I've still been at work.
What's that?
Thought you could say
handing in the
he's
tools,
on
one
garden
handed.
leave.
He's at 26. It's at 26 degrees at 1,000 litres.
1,000 litres with a surge and an easy pod. Man, I know I like to overfilter, but fuck me, Paul.
Smashing it. Yeah.
Them sages are real restricted though on flow, aren't they?
I personally, I can't see the point of a surge because they've made it smaller. They've squeezed in a UV. So what sort of decent flow are you going to get through it?
I think you capped at 4K on them.
I must admit, I can't see the point of one in front of an Easy Pod because it's doing the same job as the Easy Pod.
Yeah, but the surge is just for polishing the water anyway.
Well, no,
See what a lot of folks are.
didn't they market the Surge as the standalone?
Yeah, they did.
They-
Up
I
to,
think they
yeah,
mark-
it is. It's up to 5,000 litres it is of water that it'll do. But if he's using an Easy Bod combined with that, then 18 watt UV.
See, I've got a surge. I got a surge on my show vat, which is unheated outside, obviously at the moment, and I use the surge for the main sort of filtration, if you like, which then goes into a move-in bed and then back to the vat, and that works very well.
Fucking hell.
This
I
was the reason why I was
see much
looking at it.
point
though.
in working
Being
a surge
Santa really
into an
does
Easy
give you a
Pod.
good pension, doesn't it? I didn't know why I did.
Right. This was my only concern with it, though. That if you look at the optimum flow rate and the maximum flow rate, 2,500 litres. Now that is on a 1,000 litre pond. It's twice an hour, isn't it? But
Yeah,
if he's pushing heavy feeding at high temps, the flow rate of that will be below the flow rate of what an Easy Pod should be, or he'll be putting too much water through too much water through that because of his Easy Pod. I hope he's running it on 2 separate pumps. If you get my drift, like you could run an Easy Pod and a Tempest.
I'd
No
turn
bother.
the air on the Easy Pod and have it as a moving bed, and have the surge as the mechanical in front of it and doing the UV, and have the Easy Pod just have it bubbling and have it as a moving bed because you get better
Yeah.
benefit from that.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, and that's more or less what I've got.
Yeah.
Except for my moving bed is a great big sort of tank, twice the size of a dustbin.
Yeah, I'd always say have a moving bed. I'm just about to put one in on one of the tanks out here, but I only use wheelie bins. I use an Easy Pod as me mechanical going into a wheelie bin.
can't beat a good old wheelie bin.
That
10 years, 1908
no problem at all.
says, I don't see the point of heating your pond unless you're in the show scene. Seems a bit OCD to me.
I didn't intend on heating mine though. I put mine in the swimming pool and the temperature went from 15 degrees to 2 and then it was 15 degrees again. And George said, take one of these, stick it on your pond, pay me whenever you want. And he did me a proper unbelievable price on it. I'm not going to say how much it was because he'd give me a massive portion for helping him out over the years towards it. But it was just to keep it, wasn't to heat it, it was to keep the pond stable. And then obviously I was like, oh, this is fun, let's ramp it up. But it was initially to keep it at a set temperature.
This only applies to me and it shouldn't ever apply to any of you, but you try dealing with Sleepy without a heater.
Yeah.
Yep. But from a personal point of view, I mean, I never intended to heat my main pond, but I know how much better they will be if I am able to stop that temperature dropping below 18 degrees through the winter.
Yeah.
And if I can do that, then I'm doing a service to my fish in that respect.
I wish I could afford to keep all these tanks here at 18, but I can't.
You know, and at the same time, with the unpredictability of our springs and so forth and so on, with having something like an air source heat pump, you can actually ease that with an air source heat pump to stop them unstable swings that we get through the spring by using an air source heat pump and bring them into the spring.
Stability, mate.
Yeah,
stability.
It's more important than any temperature you want. You can stay at any temperature you want, even in the alley. I wouldn't advise it, but stable is more important than anything else.
But The other thing is, I mean, they don't actually have to do anything much in the summer months. You know, just a little tiny bit of work, but not much. But what they do come the spring and autumn, they extend your growing season. They
Yes.
extend your feeding season.
Yep.
Yeah, you get an extra few months, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen what Jonathan's put? That's an
You
interesting
do hold
statement.
the peak. So when you're going through the unstable period, you always hold the peak, so it doesn't, so you don't get your peaks and troughs. So, like you say, you just extend it by a couple of months at the beginning and a couple of months at the end.
Santa gets a gold-plated pension as he flies around the world on a sled by magic reindeers, flying to deliver to every child worldwide in one night. Pension boosting chimney danger money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Every home round the world, and he's the biggest thief out there. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
What do you think to Susan's question about moving fish from 15 degrees to 19 with acclimation? Do you think it's too big of a gap, or would you do it at that point?
No.
It's going up. Going up's never
Going up.
and you're going up above 18 as well. So
As long as it's not,
that's
as long as
4
it's not
degrees, isn't
15
it?
to 24 degrees,
Yeah.
then
4
you're
degrees
going to have
isn't too
major issues. But if you've got a temperature difference of 2 to 4 degrees, I mean, you've seen us at the farm pull fish out of polytunnels and then chuck them into a tank that's been filled up with fucking tap water. You know, they will adapt. It's just those massive temperature swings that they can't cope with. So if you go, even though it's going from cold to hot, if you go too quick, it can end up disastrous. And as Paul W's just said, don't ask Steve on that
I
one.
was waiting for that.
Hey, Steve, you're
That was
not
a
the
lovely
only one that's Uncle Ben's a load of fish. Isn't that right, Rocket Boy?
That was a lovely Shiro, Steve.
Oh, don't stop.
That was a 1 in a million Deutsch Shiro. That was, Steve.
It always happens to the best ones, doesn't it?
Yeah. I just can't stand them, Tony. So as soon as a Shiro, I just sling them in there like.
No, you're not, Paul.
Yeah, whatever, Paul. Yeah,
Isn't
sorry,
it?
you said it now, mate.
So what's due for Kaizuku Koi next year? We got in store.
more of the same, really. I suppose. Probably I'm more going to concentrate on Tosai, mate. And I grow my own Nisai. I haven't bought anything at Harvest in Japan this autumn.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got plenty of Nisai here that I grew myself to sell. So, and obviously getting Tosai as early as I am, my Tosai are going to be pretty big by the time it comes to March to sell them anyway, because everything's going to be pushed on a little bit, not massively, but yeah, unless someone wants them pushed, then it'll get the full treatment.
Yeah, Rocket Boy just said he's an expert on boiling the bag.
Yep.
Was that a heater? Was that heater a Higer by any chance, Rocket?
Yeah, I've got some really nice Dainichi coming in soon. Dainichi Toyota Pandora line Showa and Hyazuri, and Nanako Kahaku coming as well. They're banging.
Yellow monkeys.
Yellow monkeys are coming in a week or so. They're going to be quarantined here. Yeah, I've got 100 of them.
Fuck it, it's just a Ginrin Karashi guy. Jesus Christ.
I know. There's black ones in this lot as well. I've got all the single colours. I've got black ones, red ones, white ones. So
right,
white
so you're telling me there is now white monkey, brown monkey, yellow monkey.
No,
Yeah, all the monkeys, red tigers, and black diamonds.
Well, a black
Black
diamond
goat.
is only a Gimrin
Is it?
Matsukowabaki.
Yeah,
Rick's been doing them for donkey's years.
yeah. It was Dainichi, mate.
And?
You got to give him a different name.
And
mate, Ford
know
have been making cars for a
I
million
know it's
years.
nonsense, mate, but I got to call them what they call them.
Mind
Exactly,
you,
Marcus.
there's only one place in the world you can get a cheeky monkey.
That's right.
that's right.
I wouldn't count on that, Tony. I've been to a bar in Thailand and they sold cheeky monkeys.
Hey, I've got a one-eyed
wow.
chinky monkey.
I was talking
Is
about
that a
toy.
euphemism, is it, mate?
I'm not even going to ask.
I have. I've got a one-eyed chinky
One-eyed.
monkey swimming around.
Yeah,
my
I'm with you
pond.
now, Steve, on that one. Yeah. It's like those one-eyed snakes. isn't it?
Exactly, mate. Yeah.
Come on, Tony. You're meant to be the most sensible person on here.
You fucking joking, didn't you?
Age does not make you sensible.
No.
I
No.
tell you what, Vince is getting very close to 4K, isn't he?
Mate,
Very close.
at last look, I think it was about 34 away.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, it was a Higer, Dave.
Wow.
Yeah.
Vince is going to have emails like I had from Cactoily if you don't calm down about that.
Hey, mate, but like I say, on,
and Mountain Tree.
like I say on every video that I do an unboxing on, I am not here to sell you this product. I am just unboxing a product that I am looking at myself that I think may be used or could be adapted for use in the hobby. Whether you buy one or not is up to you.
Oh, he's getting good, isn't he? The psychological side to his sales pitch is like
Well,
it's right on
as
point.
you can, as you can tell by my demeanour on these things, if any manufacturer sends me anything, they're going to get an honest review,
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
and more likely not a very good one too.
Mate,
Do you know what? I'm going to send Higer a link to your channel now, Tony. I'm pretty good friends with the lady, and they say he really loves your stuff.
What's that? Who's that?
The woman from Higer.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah. She asked me a couple of weeks ago, so I put her on to Vicky and said, "This woman's got hundreds of fish tanks. You'd be better off speaking to her." But now I'm going to say I found a koi tuber. Looks like Father Christmas loves your products.
And this time of year, you do a brilliant job.
I have spoken to her actually, but yeah, she was all right. I had a couple of heaters replaced, but
Mate,
they went wrong
I
just
had
as quick.
I'm with Aaron. I've had a shitty email from Cactoily because I said the product was shit.
Do you know what? Right, they weren't the worst company that I've had a bad email from.
No, Mountain Tree was worse.
Yeah,
we won't go there though.
Do you know what? I'm not even bothered about speaking about them guys anyway. But just the company didn't specify flow rates or anything like. Do you know, like the things that you'd really want to know when buying something for a pond is how much water you can put through it. And I didn't even put the video out. I emailed them before I was like, I'm currently testing this. Do you mind explaining what the flow rate is? Because like I'm trying to run this through a shower and it's not working. And the one that I made myself, the DIY one, worked 10 times better than yours. So for me to make a video of this, I'm really going to be struggling. And the email I got back after that, even though I hadn't put the video out dissing it, I was trying to do a bit of research from them. Wow. I nearly did a video and just read the email. Yeah.
Andrew Nasser. Come on, guys. What are your views on non-heat source swimming pool heaters on koi ponds? Yes, you can use them. They will
Expensive.
rinse through your electric.
Yeah,
like
really expensive.
Andrew, send me a message on Facebook to Humbercoy to the type of heater you are on about, because there's about 6 or 7. There's inverter style ones, there's non-inverter style ones, there's inline coil ones. Let me know what the one that you're looking at, and we'll actually have a proper discussion on it. But there's that many non-air source ones. But I do know El Jeffo used to run his on the swimming pool like inverter ones, and he had great success on them. If they're the inverter ones, they don't use as much electric, but
El Jeffo. Are you talking about Jeff Lee's?
please, yeah.
Jeff D-I-S-C-O.
Yeah, so he
yeah.
used to run
I'll
swimming
tell
pool
you
ones.
what. I'll tell you one thing about you know, the cloverleaf heaters,
Yeah.
the inline heaters. You can get can you get a 2 and a 3 or a 1 and a 2 or something? They're a couple of £100 or more,
Yeah.
and you can get the identical heater, which is for a what are they? What are them bloody pools everybody dips themselves in?
Jacuzzis.
Jacuzzis. You can get jacuzzi heaters for about £45, and they're identical.
60 quid. They are 2 kilowatt ones.
Yeah.
Chinese equivalent. They look exactly. The only difference is they haven't got the LED light on them.
Yeah.
I run them. I run them here on my QT tanks.
But
So-
they are expensive, aren't they, Marcus? Really?
They're a third of the price of the cloverleaf ones.
Oh yeah, but don't
Yeah.
don't
No,
try
I mean to run.
bypassing the thermostat
They're not cheap.
like our Dave from Orchard Koi, and then wonder why the fucking thing decided it's going to short itself out and melt. But yeah, other than the fact that they rinse your electric,
Yeah.
they're not too bad.
They do a job, mate. You know what I mean? I've got like vats here with like 1,500, 2,000 litres in. They're perfect for that, mate.
Yeah, they have a place.
They don't work that hard on that sort of body of water as long as you got it wrapped up in a cover over it. It's not too bad. But yeah, it's not for, you know, I wouldn't advise everyone to do that, mate. I'm doing it because I have to, you know.
It's going to have to now, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he is, especially after
They might be
taking
using a
the piss
coal
out of you,
boiler.
Steve-O.
Yeah.
Was it wood burner?
Come on, Pauline. Spill the beans. Or is it, I'm not going to say what I'm using to heat my grow on because the missus is sat beside me watching at the same time.
Yeah.
She
Just
fucking
tell her
knows
it's
now.
They might have a radiator plumbed outside and just dipped in.
Put a nice little wood burner with a back boiler on it out there, you know, and shove a few logs on it. A bit of a coil of pipework going round.
I've got one of the Chinese diesel heaters, 8 kilowatt one, to heat that I'm going to set up in the polytunnel to heat the polytunnel itself as well, so keep the other tanks at a higher ambient.
Yeah, definitely.
Andy at Derby Koi uses one, doesn't he? He uses one of them little diesel heaters.
Yeah, I haven't set it up and tried it yet, but I've got one. It's in the garage ready to set up. Yeah, one 8 kilowatt one, that should sort it out.
That's what we're talking about, I think, Paul.
That's why he doesn't want the missus to know.
It's bloody cold in the
hot tub.
Because he's nicked her hot tub heater.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I suppose that saves a bit of electric, doesn't it, on the hot tub?
Yeah. Can't run both ones, can you?
Yeah. I just gave my wife a coat and said I'm going to turn the heating down on the house.
Rob, my man, how we doing, bud? Hope things are good. Rob's saying those cheap heaters, most of them have copper flow switches. Nasty.
Do you know what, though, right? Let's put a point out about this. there's a lot of people like that go, oh, it's got copper inside it. Now, I've been under the floor in my house, right? And 90% of my pipework is copper. So then it goes from there to a big blue and into that. Like, I know there's lead pipeworks in my street. And the amount of times that before I had a big blue, that just got straight into the pond, no bother. Like, for one thing, I drink out my copper tap all the time. Do you know what I mean?
I was told about this not so long ago. I was told about this not so long ago about this copper in these heaters. So I've bought a copper test, and I regularly test the copper. And I've been running these heaters now for 5 months.
Hot tub too, as that's the grow one.
Yeah, it's just like
I regularly test copper, and I've seen no difference at all.
Right.
Well,
I've got a bench
people
tester and I've
worry
done metal
about
testing on mine. Right. And like, I know that from my water meter, the first meter in my house is a lead pipe with a lead lock on it. And then it goes in the old part of the house on copper, and then it's in plastic on the new part. Like, there's copper pipes everywhere, and people are worried about having an inch of copper pipework in the pond.
Yeah, but Aaron, the other thing is, people worry about lead poisoning, don't they? Water coming through lead pipes. But if that lead pipe isn't disturbed, that lead pipe has got an internal coating on it the years it's been there. And that internal coating, calcium coating, protects you from that anyway. And the same will happen with copper pipes. You'll have a calcium coating to the inside of that. When it's brand new, you don't, of course. But eventually, it'll be coated up. It's quite safe. Only when
like
lead
I said, I've been testing for copper because I got told about this. And I've been testing for copper since then. And I've been running these things for months, even the Chinese ones. And I have not seen any change in copper. It's zero here. And I have not seen a murmur.
No.
There we go. Question, guys. Now have a pond 4 months. Now, why the hell are blue bowls so expensive? Are they special to black bowls? No.
No.
They are special to black bowls. They're blue.
They're blue.
But there is no difference other than the fact they are blue. And because koi are viewed better in a blue bowl, you get the koi tax. Hence why, if you go out and buy a black one, it's a fraction of the price. But you can get nice, good blue bowls at a decent price if you search for them. There are places out there that aren't koi related where you can get some good blue bowls without the koi tax and starting a mortgage to go and buy the bloody thing.
If you're just dealing with fry, little tiny ones, I just buy blue washing up bowls. They're only about £2.50.
And if you speak to him really nicely at a koi show, Scrags normally has a tape measure that you can stick in the bottom of your bowl. Right, but I believe the requirements are you have a selfie with him and he'll give you one and you can turn any blue ball into a koi measuring bowl then.
Well, I wouldn't mind a tape measure, but I wouldn't
Have you not got one that sticks in the bottom of a bowl and it's got his logo on it?
I have.
I've got one.
Yeah.
You see, I'm pretty certain it's like a hug and a selfie, and then he'll take it out of his pocket.
Mate, mine came through the post because I'm
special. Well, I'm just trying to spread the love to him at the next koi show, you see.
All right, so everyone will be coming up to him, wrapping their arms around him, going, "Can I have a tape, please?"
The blue bowls I got are those super fish ones. They're not ultra expensive. They're not the most expensive ones, but then also they're not the cheapest ones. But where the two handly bits are on each side, they always split. I've had to plastic weld mine back together. bloody things, and they're practically new.
A lot of the cheaper ones are real brittle, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Fiberglass ones if you're rich, I suppose.
He's in the
Hey,
comments.
have you felt the weight of a fiberglass bowl?
Yeah.
They're not light.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I have, Scrag. I got
I
one.
got
Yeah,
a couple of big ones
one.
here, and they're not light.
No. No.
They are better for photographing fishing, though. They're like a lighter blue that don't have like a super reflective background.
The only reason I invested in them, mate. It's the only reason I got one. Is because I needed one.
Craig, yeah, I got one, mate.
Yeah, I know when Carl does the photos for the website, he uses a pale blue fiberglass bowl as opposed to the darker blue round bowls.
Yeah.
Sure, my measuring bowl is fiberglass, paid about £120 and over a metre. I bought it at Cobalt warehouse or something like that. Yeah, if it's fiberglass, you know it's fiberglass just by trying to pick the fucker up.
Yeah, I got to get a metre one. I got a couple of fish I can't measure anymore.
Well, I've actually put a framework, pipe pack framework around my 1 metre collapsible bowl and filled the bottom full of holes so I can turn it into a floating measuring bowl so I can measure Betty.
Cut a load of holes in it.
I have, mate.
Oh, Jesus.
Literally, I was here for about an hour and a half and I had 2 bits of wood, one underneath, one on top, straight through, job done.
Yeah, Sumi very often drops off, Susan, in blue bowls.
It does. It does.
And it's quite a good check, really. If you put a fish like a Shiro or something in a blue bowl, if it holds on to it, Sumi, that's a good sign. That's a really good sign that it's good, strong Sumi.
Well, especially if you're going to take it to a show, right? You want to know that it's going to hold the Sumi before you take it there. So
worst ones for the Sumi dropping off in a blue bowl is metallics.
Kiitsuris.
Hitsuris do it. When we're going through the Hitsuri and the Kin Hitsuris, chuck them in a yellow bowl or in a yellow bucket, and you see which ones have got the better Sumi and which ones haven't, because the ones that have got the good Sumi still look black, and the rest start looking a dirty browny colour. Afternoon, Ty. How are we doing? Ty from the Koi Pit, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not subscribed to him, get across, give him a like, give him a slot. You know the score. It will tickle him pink. I know it will, because he loves pink as well, Ty. Isn't that right, Aaron?
1 minute. I've got a link from Andrew.
Oh, for the Dewberry Firkin.
Okay, I've never seen one of these before. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me do some homework.
Okay.
it's an interesting comment, Susan. I'm sure they'll get to the reasoning why. It's probably because the koi look best in a blue background rather than any other colour, right?
Yes. But a lot of the Sumi dropping back in a blue environment, sometimes it's the quality of the Sumi, and sometimes it is literally just the koi's natural defense mechanism trying to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like chameleon koi.
Well, no, it's like it's like a defense mechanism, isn't it?
It's just stress, isn't it? Stress.
I mean, we were looking through Benny Kikuryu's on Friday, and literally Rick chucked him in a blue bowl and left him for about 20 minutes. And the reason for that was in the blue bowl, the Sumi cup drops back, especially at this sort of size. And when the Sumi drops back, because it's in a light environment, he can then see which ones have actually got a decent Benny pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the Sumi's drop back. So putting it in a light environment at Tosai age, you can then see what it's going to be when it gets bigger, because you can actually see where the pattern is going to be, if that makes
sense. Yeah, when that black does recede, when it gets bigger, you're seeing what you're going to get. Yeah.
So to get a rough idea on that, he'll put them in a blue bowl, and then when we were doing the heat series, he put them in a yellow bucket, and you could definitely see the difference between ones with good Sumi and ones without. They were night and day, swimming next to each other, and that's just changing the background from black to yellow.
Yeah, just 10 minutes in a bowl and it changed, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I've even shown Steve it, and it's mental to watch it happen in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
It really is, and it's just one of those things. But if you're not showing your fish, why does it matter that the Sumi drops back when it goes into a black bowl?
Exactly. If it looks all right, not in a blue bowl, and it doesn't matter, does it? Unless it's only if you're showing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's only ever going to live in your pond and the Sumi's looks awesome in your pond,
then that's all that matters.
The end of that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't buy a blue bowl in that case. Get a cheap one.
Don't bowl it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they will, Susan. But with Achiba as well, you'll find when the temperatures go up, they darken up. And then when the temperatures start to drop again, they lighten back down.
Yeah.
There's 3 in the brood tunnel. And this summer, at one point, you would have thought they were chocolate chagois. But in there this week, the temperatures drop back and they look like absolutely banging Achibas now. But on the other side of the coin, if they go that dark in the summer, you're not really going to be able to appreciate them.
Yeah.
Can you see what I mean?
I think Achiba do tend to settle down now, don't they? As they get older, that's more of a younger trait I've noticed. It doesn't seem as bad as the fish gets older and gets bigger.
Right, this is the heater we was looking at. It is 5.5 kilowatt. The BTUs on it, Marcus might be able to help us here. So the BTUs is the same as an air source heat pump.
What's it running on? Is it electric?
Yeah. So I was just wondering if it had an inverter built into it. Because
when you say
I can't see that, sadly. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, even my glasses, I can't
1
see
minute.
If you send it over to me, mate, I might be able to have a look.
Can you see it now if I do that? Can make it bigger.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
What?
Single phase, 5.5 kilowatt. 5.5 kilowatts. It's not going to be.
Is that the output?
The output is 18,000 BTUs an hour. That is exactly the same as the 5.5 kilowatt Thermatech, but I don't imagine the Thermatech one will be using 5.5
No,
kilowatt.
5.5 will only be using about 0.7, 0.8 of a kilowatt.
Yeah.
And that's 5 point. You're getting 5.5 for 5.5 there, mate. That's just
If,
just an inline heater, mate. That would cost you the earth to run.
Yeah.
You wouldn't run that off a 13 amp plug either.
No.
No, it's 23 amps. That is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
so
need
that's-
you need a proper supply for that.
So let me just take that off a second.
need a bit of cooker cable, armored cable.
Yeah, you need 6 mil minimum for that.
Yes, mate.
Let me answer him back as a.
Oh, Ricardo, buy a cheap black bowl and paint it blue. No, just buy a cheap black bowl and use the black bowl.
It's funny, isn't it? I wonder what would happen if one of us sat in a blue bowl. Do you reckon?
Oh, he's looking at.
What happens?
He's looking at the 11 kilowatt one.
What happens to him in a white bowl?
Wow, 1 minute. Oh my god, the 11 kilowatt one is 46 amps.
Jeez.
Yeah, no thanks, mate.
Jesus.
So at 46 amps, right, it does 37,000 BTUs. Let me just have a look on how much a 9 kilowatt air source heat pump.
Yeah, but a 9 kilowatt air source heat pump's only using 1.5, 2 at most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not using. You don't need a 46 amp supply. You can run it off a 13 amp plug, mate.
So a 11 kilowatt, a 9 kilowatt does 30,700 BTUs. So yeah, it'll do the job, but you will be paying a shed load more money than an air source heat pump to run
You
that.
probably need a
definitely.
bigger supply from your electric board as well for an extra shower. Probably take you over your 100 amps, won't it? It's like, no, I don't. Buy an air source heat pump, mate. Save the money. It's not worth it. It saves the money in the first year.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What was the cost of it anyway to buy?
The cost to buy is 1,000 gallon on that as well. Man, you just get a 9 kilowatt thermostat.
They're trying to do boil it. You know what I mean?
Not that again.
It's only 1,000 gallon. You got 11 kilowatt.
Yeah,
heat
yeah,
on it.
but
You do boil.
I'm pretty certain this chap's overseas by the telephone number on it, and he might fall into the same category as what, like when we was looking for Ty an air source heat pump, it's so much harder to get stuff over there. Like over here, they're readily available.
Yeah.
It don't actually say how much it is, but
100%, Rob.
Yeah, Rob's show that. I've never noticed that, Rob, that your vats are black.
150 quid, Andrew says, for that.
Oh, that's quite
50
cheap.
quid.
It's,
To buy, but I wouldn't want to run it.
No.
yeah, it probably cost you that a month to run it.
Yeah, I reckon within your first
Depends how
year,
much water you're trying to heat, doesn't it? I mean, if he's only
1,000
trying to heat
gallon.
1,000 gallon, it's
Yeah.
going to do that in 2 minutes.
Be like boiling a kettle.
Yeah.
I think in his first year, the initial outlay of an air source heat pump, he would make that back in his first year with how much the running cost would be to run.
In comparison.
Yeah, I think obviously when someone says, "Oh, that's 900 quid for one of them," they look appealing at 150 quid. But when you're paying 200 quid a month to use it, by the end of the year, you'd have wished you'd have saved your money and bought the other one. because all of them are like serious usage.
That's handy to know for people over in the USA. Look at this lot on the munch, look.
Nice guy, Darren, too.
Oh, man.
Spicy
enough
nuts.
chilies during the week.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, how we doing? Deeps Koi, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not subscribed,
Hey,
get across, give him a like, share, subscribe, and all that shimizzle. It will tickle him pink.
Dad. Hiya, Dad. Do you know where that came from? Do you know where Eden Coy messaged me to say, I had a chat with your dad on Sunday. He's a really nice guy. And I said, my dad went to the show without me. I was like, when I ring him up, I'm going to lose my mind. Can't believe he snuck back there on Sunday and didn't text me. And I rung him up. I was like, how come you snuck to the show? And he was like, I didn't go. I was like, who does he think's my dad? And he said, he had a straw hat on with an Umber Coy top. I was like, oh, it's Dave.
There's quite a few people with Humber Coin t-shirts on.
Well, Aaron's just led me on to something. I am just finalising the last few little bits with Yasu Koi, and in the next week or so, there will be Twisted Koi merchandise available from yasukoi.co.uk.
oh, sweet.
Does that mean I'm finally going to get a mug?
Maybe.
Is the picture not for public? Do you not want to show people, or is that a sneak peek?
That's a sneak peek because there's going to be a tiny little tweak.
Okay.
So it will look very similar to that, but there's going to be a tiny little tweak. And Susan says her one's the best because she's getting a one-off.
Does it say on the front of it, I can't believe I put up with, and then the Twisted Koi logo?
You wanker!
That'd be a one-off.
Wanker!
Do you know what? I'm just going to text Carly now.
Fucking shit, guy.
I like it.
Oh, yes, mate. So, on that bombshell, I think we will wrap it up for this Saturday night. We've been rattling on for a good hour and a half, and I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone that's joined along this evening. Big shout to my man Marcus down there.
Cheers, mate.
Cockwomble that's now in the comments. My man Alex from Rising Sun Koi, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new channel. So get across, give him a bit of support, a bit of encouragement, and tell him he's still ugly. But he's a good mate. Don't forget Santa down there from our Far More Koi. We've got he that shall only be known as the bodyguard.
Thanks, mate.
Steve-O.
Steve-O's got 300 and odd subs now. Well,
He has. Yeah.
Well done for getting there that quick too.
Okay. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was really pleased about that.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
really
Thank you, everybody who has.
And what he said was, next Koi show, drinks are on him.
Good. Because I'm pretty certain it was on me last Koi show. What did I bring? 75 beers to the last one.
We had about 3 of them.
And he ended up with about 3. Rob Walker says, I'm a koi dealer. Get me out of here. Mate, everyone's welcome. You have to come on and join us one weekend. Everyone's welcome. So we've also got to say a thank you to this pisshead next to me here. As always, guys and girls, we sorted Steve out.
Susan,
Backseat
send me a picture
driver
of your
here.
pipe work.
Can always do it again. I might get some more subscribers, mate.
Aaron's the channel research officer, I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and guys and girls. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, I'd like to say a massive thank you for joining along. As always, I've been Twisted Koi. You out there, you know you're great. And we will see you, no doubt, tomorrow, because I've got a video, some fish, the lesser spotted Ricardo. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.